In this video, I will go through some troubleshooting in the import-export in SDB. And the most common problem has to do with permission in the Impex folder. So I will demonstrate this for you now by first troubleshooting the export, and then at the end I will show you the common mistakes when it comes to the import. So first of all, here you have the Impex folder. So you expect when you export that the exported files should appear on this list. So I will export here a database, export, I'll give it a name, and I will export the files, and I click OK. I don't get any error message. As before, I get this message, I click OK, but as you can see, no files were created. This has to do with that the SDB database do not have permission to write to this folder, because the database user is a standard user on your computer. It's not an administrator, it's a MySQL standard user. So to fix this, we have to go one back, we have to right click on the Impex and go to Properties. Then we have to go to Security, and this can be a little bit different, the buttons here on a server and a desktop, but the principle is the same. You will have a user group called users, and as you can see here, they only have read, list, read, execute, list, and read, write. They do need to have full control, modify, and write to this folder. So on a PC desktop, you click on the edit, you find the user again, you click full control, and you check that write has been added, and you say apply, OK, and save. The user have now full permission to this folder. So let's try that once more. Export, test with the files, export. And there you have the 3 files. So this is the main problem you will have when you are exporting. You should be aware, as this task only have, or this database only have one task, it goes very quick. The export can take probably 10-15 minutes if it is a very big database. All right, that's the common problem when you do the export. Okay, I will now demonstrate the most common mistakes when trying to import tasks into a database. First of all, you know that every file that you need to import or export has to be inside this folder. So I have got a CD with a zipped folder called Impex. I put it on my desktop in a folder called SDB. You can put it anywhere, but this is just an example. So your instruction is to move this into the Impex folder. So you can do a copy, you can do a paste. Now you think that it has been moved in, but it's not correct. Inside the Impex folder, you need to see all the files. So let's go ahead to unzip this one. I have now unzipped it, but that's not enough because it only created another folder. So if I click into this folder, I have another folder called Impex. And first there I see the files. So you see the structure. SDB is looking for the files here, not here, not here. So I have to mark all the file, Control A on your keyboard, right click, and I can say cut. I put them back here to the first Impex folder, right click and paste. Now I have all the files here and I can delete this Impex folder that was created. So I have all the files and I have a backup here in case I do something wrong. Now I am ready to do the import. So this is normally the biggest mistake, is that you put it in the wrong place. So now when I click on the import whatever database, I can mark any of them, and I want to import a new one. I do import. There will be some old records showing here by some old tables in the SDB, but I can clearly see which is the database that I'm dealing with, and it's this one. Okay, so I will import this, and I will import it into a new database. And when you import a new database, you know you have to define the scanned libraries. So for this sample, I have to go to my D drive, I have to go to my SDB scan, and I have to create another folder. I can call it demo. Now I can browse to this demo. Yeah. Okay. And now the notes directory. Again, I have to go to demo. Sorry, not demo, but to notes. I mark notes. Click OK. I get the error as I know, but it doesn't matter. And now the import has finished. So that's how you normally do this. But of course now, because the database has the same name, it's just importing on top of the old one, because all the codes are exactly identical with the previous one. So that you also have to be aware of, that if you import a whole database into a system that already have this whole database, it will write on top of the old database. So therefore it's important that when you send something out to a school, make sure as far as possible to only send the new content. So if the content is a subject, send that subject, not the whole database. Or if it is one section within a subject, send that section. Do not send the whole subject, and so on.